what it's like, how it feels to be with her. I don't have the curves or the nerve, and I never will. You got no chance, baby, keep it real. Said you want me pure, but God made dirt.
I loved the commitment to this high level of professionalism throughout the piece, and the commitment to the design of that kind of 1950s style. Going to the burger joint with my boy in my Letterman jacket. And it was great because stylistically it worked perfect with that nice doo-wop element to the song. So I thought this was a really like fresh take on that with a nice little wink and a nod at the past. Love the bright saturated colors, the vibrant lighting, and the movement throughout. And that car detailing with the song title ornament made my heart sing. Those are the kind of details that permeated throughout the piece that really made me invest in it, because I was like, this is a high level of design and a concept fully executed. Our songstress also looked stunning in every single moment. I loved this positive, joyous nature the second half took while still maintaining the authenticity.
This is a breakup song. This is overcoming betrayal. This is owning yourself and moving on and moving forward. We get to see this journey of this artist who finds that she's being cheated on, kind of also being brought to the scene of the crime, essentially, and seeing him interact with this girl and being flirtatious, to ending the relationship and kind of moving forward and moving on. We have this symbol of this flower that he's bringing in. It's, a bright red rose, and a rose is very, is the symbol of love when it comes to flowers. So when we see her take this rose and crush the petals and take it and toss it outside the car, that is such a symbolic moment within where she stands. I loved this 90s R&B sort of retro vibe. The fact that I'm saying retro here is saying a lot. But I loved the cohesiveness even within her costuming. Her jewelry is a really statement piece with each outfit, but is also very cohesive and well put together. I loved everything from the basketball getup to the sports bomber jacket sort of look, to even having this, tan sweatsuit and emerald green jacket. Us costumers love to put that emerald green on screen.
So she's taking her power back in this musical piece. Despite being hurt by her lover and the infidelity, she's choosing to love herself more and not tolerate it. This piece is colorful, it's bright. It gives nods to a different era. You see those nods with the car, you see those nods with the diner. And then the memory scenes. I really like the memory scenes because it reminded me a lot of those mall photos that we used to take. Even had a glossy sort of like finishing to it that would have been very similar to sort of the glossy finishing on those types of photos. So that was very nostalgic for me. Someone else's dream is a great message of choosing yourself over not getting what you deserve.
It really feels classic, echoing many of the types that I feel so many of us millennials remember from the early 2000s. And I mean that in a great way. Simple, effective, to the point. The lyrical content is appropriately heart-wrenching and relatable. And the acting is just right on there, top-notch. It all comes together to be really entertaining and catchy.
I love the 1950s, like, drive-in, like very classic look to it. I think it's really fun, and I think lyrically it pairs very well with this as well. There are a ton of details in this that made it just look so professional. Having the name on the car of the piece, I think, was a really nice touch. It just looked very well executed. It looked like very, very high quality, high value, and it's a fun song.
It sounded a little vintage for the genre. But the song itself is really, really beautiful, and the story behind the music video was as well. You don't really see stories in music videos a lot anymore unless it's country, and that's what you kinda were expecting this to be, and it's not. It does have a very strong vintage feel to it, which is what was put on with the music video, the 1950s, and I love the theme that dirt don't hurt, but really it's kinda showing it does when you're getting cheated on. A wonderful tribute to both R&B, it's the old school type of music videos, and the tune in itself will stay in your head.
Just throughout the piece, the vibrancy of the colors, both in the costumes and the surroundings as well, I think it made it really visually lush and intriguing, and was a nice contrast to the themes of the song.